This is Angeles Crest Highway. It's an iconic twisty road above LA that was built to drive and experience the performance of a car like this. Yep, this is the brand new Porsche Taycan, not Cross Turismo, but Sports Turismo GTS. So in this video, I'm going to do a walk around. I'm going to show you everything that's cool and fun about this car, show you some interesting gadgets, especially the new roof that allows you to actually electronically dim it so that you're not getting too much sun. And we're going to talk about what it's like. Well, there you go. You can see what people do here on the highway. They take fast cars quickly around fast turns. Oh yeah, that does sound good. Of course, you won't get that sound in this car. You'll get a completely different sound. So let's talk about the GTS brand under Porsche. It started out, I believe, as a race car, and then when I was a young lad, there was, of course, the 928 GTS, and then they brought it back in the Cayman GTS, and now you have it in the Taycan GTS. Let me show you, just so you can see what it looks like. So you've got the GTS logo down there, and of course, you've got the GTS logo down here, and of course, this is not the Cross Turismo, but the Sports Turismo. And I think it's one of the sexiest, one of the most, fast-looking, dare I say it, station wagons you can buy. But calling this a station wagon is like calling, a Ferrari a cabbage cart. This is definitely much more than a station wagon. And if you look, you can see that they've swapped out kind of the more off-roady tires. I would call them, or let's call them street tires. In the Cross Turismo for Pirelli P0s, and they're pretty freaking massive. They've also lowered the car, and in case you're wondering, it starts at about 133,000, and then will be available I think first half of next year, sometime next year. So this is actually cool because it's the German version of it, not our version, as you can tell by the license plate. So it's pretty cool driving a car here with Deutsch license plate. And it's got the forbidden fruit, which are these matrix lights. They do some cool stuff like actually change the shape of the lighting pattern based on, I think, over 200 little laser matrix in there that basically carve out the lighting pattern so that you don't blind other cars. Right now they're illegal in America. Hopefully, if and when they come, the software will be turned on to make them legal, but those actually have them because this is, like I say, a German spec car. So let's talk about kind of where this fits into the Porsche Taycan lineup. Obviously, it starts with the rear-wheel drive car, then you get the 4S, then you get the GTS, then you get the Turbo, and then the Turbo S, if I'm doing that right. And if I'm not, please correct me. But basically, you're getting, a very sporty package for, in Porsche terms, not a lot of money. And a lot of you might be saying 133K is a lot of money, but in Taycan terms, where a Turbo S can get up to, 200,000 plus, that's not bad. Plus, you're getting kind of the power of the Turbo, over 600 pound-foot of torque, over 500 horsepower. I think it's 590, I believe. And then look at that convenience of a station wagon, so you can fit your family and their stuff back here. It's not huge. I mean, the roof line is still very low, so it's not gonna, swallow the same stuff that, let's say, a Cayenne might, but nevertheless, it is roomier. And then, of course, you get a little more headroom as opposed to the sedan back here. And you can kind of see how much room there is. Of course, the GTS has special GTS right there badging, along with this special trim piece here, along with GTS there, and of course GTS there. And so, you're kind of in the special version of the car. Let me get behind the wheel here and let me show you some of the cool features. So, close the door. So like I was saying, this, zoom it out a little bit. There you go. So this one, of course, has a chrono package, which might be the only analog thing in this car, which is okay. And let me fire her up, or fire it up. There we go. Come on, start up. There it goes. I just turned it off. All right, let me turn it back on. There we go. That's the thing about an electric car. It's kind of hard to tell when it's on and when it's off. We put in gear. There we go. Now it's in gear. Now let me go back to park. So in typical Porsche fashion, it's everything you need and nothing you don't. Let's count them: 1, 2, 3 screens. This is your HVAC. This kind of is your control of your music, your navigation, your car, and of course these are very customizable. And then this is probably the most important switch here, which allows you to change the sport mode that it's in. And when you put it in Sport Plus like this, it also changes the sound, because of course this is not an internal combustion engine. So what you end up with is sound that basically, let's see if you can hear it. Put in drive and maybe you can hear it. There you go. Can you hear it? The low humming noise. If I move forward a little bit, that kind of gives you a sense for it. And what that is, according to Porsche, is the sound of the motors, because this is a dual motor vehicle, that is then amplified and piped into the cabin. So it's not fake, but it creates the experience of a powerful and fast electric car. And it's certainly much different than your standard Boxster engine that you might think of it in 911. All right, so let me show you something cool here. This particular one has this really cool roof, which allows it to change. There are basically 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways that you can allow the light to come in. So this is open. I can close it, and this roof will dim. Hope you can see that. And then this is kind of cool. Dimming 1 allows some light in, and then dimming 2 allows a different pattern of light in. And then perhaps my favorite, let me show you this, is kind of this like roller effect where you can actually, check this out, you can kind of close it individually and then do the same thing and open it individually. Now that is worth the price of admission, if you ask me. It is really cool, and something that kind of differentiates this from a Tesla, because one of my biggest complaints with Tesla has always been that with the glass roof, you were never able to actually close it in any way, getting the car really hot. Seats are comfortable. I'm a tall guy. Let me show you. As you can tell, I have enough headroom. I certainly have enough body room. As somebody who is 6'2" and well over 200 pounds, that's important to me. I don't fit in a lot of cars, and great thing is Germans build cars for big guys, so I do fit in this car. It does have classic Porsche controls. Alcantara steering wheel, which I'm actually not a fan of. I kind of find this to be a little slippery. I kind of like the newer, fatter leather steering wheels, but that's just a matter of personal preference. And then, of course, you have things like, adaptive cruise control with lane keep. Porsche has a thing where if you want full-on like lane keeping, where it centers you in the lane, it's a subscription service. I know, just get used to it. It's where all the auto manufacturers are going. And then, there's an incredible sense of build quality in this car. It feels like it's, a car that will be around much past when the owner will be. It's just really screwed together well. Everything is tight, everything fits, and everything looks really, I would say tailored would be a great word. It's like a custom suit that you've just had fit to your body. Let me try sitting in the back just for fun. Curious to see if I do fit back there. I think I'm gonna have to move the seat just a tad forward because I do sit rather far back. Let's see how I fit in the back seat. If you're thinking of a family Porsche that will do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, which this will, then this might be something that you would be interested in. So let me get in the back here. It's tight, tidy but tight. I can kind of see that I do have plenty of headroom. Shoulder room is okay, but definitely, pop this down. Definitely, this is a 4-person car. And when you're sitting back here, this is your view. This incredibly cut out sports seat, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think if you had kiddos, it'd be fine back here. Or if you wanted to take the gang for lunch, I don't think they complain too much. But is it a vacation or a replacement for a Cayenne? Probably not. But you know, you want low slung and quick and fast, or do you want practical and roomy? Yeah, there's always a compromise in everything. Let's just talk about some quick numbers. So 0 to 60 according to Porsche is 3.6 seconds. Top speed 155. You'll be well aware of that. If you're into German cars, that's kind of a standard number that many cars are governed to. Now, I believe it's about a 90 kilowatt hour battery, which is good for about 230 miles. And you might be, oh my God, 230. The Tesla will do 300 all day long, which it will. But people have been getting much farther than that. Like I say, Porsche does like to sandbag their numbers, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little quicker to 60 and if it had a little bit more range. So let's look at the size of these tires. These are P0s, and I'm trying to find the size. Pirelli, where are you, size? Of course, this is the bottom where I can't get it. There we go. 265, 35, 21s. These are optional spider wheels. You can get it in 20s as well. And these blacked out spider wheels are unique to this particular GTS. They're all new. And if you wanted the 20s, you can get 20s as well. So let me see if their size is offset. Trying to find the size. Yeah, so 305, 30, 21s. So they are offset. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive when you're out there swapping them out when they wear out. And this is an electric car, so it does wear its weight down low, but it's also heavy, so they do tend to burn through tires. Unlike the new Mercedes-Benz AMG EQS, which is a new electric S-Class that I just drove, it does actually have a front trunk. Let me see if I can pop that open and show you guys. You know what? It might be on the key. Or it might have the little touch thing where you can just swipe and open. Let's see if it does that. There's a swipe feature that some Porsches have. All right, well, let's go the old-fashioned way and use the key fob. And there you have it. So, you know, it's got a little bit of a frunk. You could put, you know, stuff like, if it were me, I'd probably take carry-out in there. I like Indian, and it does tend to leave its aroma in the car long after the food has left the car. So that would be a good place for that. Or if you're here in California and you're into like surfing, that'd be a good place to put a wetsuit. So you might be wondering, how does this car drive? Well, that video is coming very soon. So be sure to stay tuned for that, because I have a full driving impressions video that will go into what it's like to drive in this. Well, look at this. I mean, oh my God. I know I love Colorado, but this is pretty darn spectacular. They got some snow last night here in California, and it rained. I can't believe it. And it's actually, I'm sure for all you Californians, it's like 55 degrees. You're all freezing, but coming from Colorado, I'm actually pretty comfy out here. So guys, thanks for hanging with me for this kind of quick walk around of the new Taycan. There's some more cars. Sports Turismo GTS. And like I say, stay tuned for a complete driving impressions video. They did, look at that, put manufacturer plates on it. So I guess I've got Georgia plates in the back and German plates in the front. Now, that's something you don't see every day. Yes, please stay tuned for a complete driving impressions video. As always, this is Roman. And if you want to keep up to date on all of your TFL videos, just go to tfl-studios.com, and that way you'll know when we post this. You know, we post some of our videos right away up to TFL Now, and some go up to TFL Car. And when I'm filming them like I am right now, I don't know where this will end up. So if you go to TFL-Studios, you'll be sure to see the driving impressions video. As always, this is Roman saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.